Welcome to Who's on First Watch, a TTRPG podcast coming to you from Brisbane, Australia.
Woo! Brisbane.
Brisbane. My name is Richard, your GM and the host for this Daggerheart System homebrew campaign called The Shattered Veil. Without further ado, over to our cast and the characters they are playing. Nathan, can you please introduce yourself, your character, and then hand over to whomever you would like?
I'm Nathan, playing Bjorn Eriksson, a Stormborn warrior. And let's go over to Liv.
Hi, I'm Liv, and I'm playing Kaya Velros, our homebrewed class, Veilbinder Threadkeeper. And I'm throwing it to Sean.
Hello, I'm Sean, and I'm playing Philandi Verther. He's a wildborn minotaur juggernaut. I'm going to hand over to Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Phaedra, a Wanderborn Inferni bard. And I'm going to throw it over to Harrison.
Hey everyone, my name's Harrison. I'm going to be playing Kremlev Pavlenko, the human assassin.
The last thing we need to do before we start is the shout-outs for our supporters, to whom we are extremely grateful. Heart of Daggers is a website dedicated to homebrew content for Daggerheart, where you can download adversaries and different campaign frames that people have designed. You can find us on Heart of Daggers as well. Fantasy Plus is a soundscape web app that we use in post for a lot of our cool sounds and sound effects and music. They've currently got a 3-month free code that they have let us use for our listeners. If you type in First Watch, you will get 3 months free of their awesome content. Finally, a shout out to Crimson Brooks that have given us their blessing to use some of their awesome tunes. And on we go now to episode 6. We pick it back up with the group of the Peppermill House farmstead who have fled into the nearby forested area from the mercenary group who arrived at the farmstead. The families that have been staying at the farm managed to scamper and find their way into the forest edge without being seen. However, a detachment of riders have been dispatched to conduct a patrol, which has forced the group deeper into the forest, and you decided to make your way to the rocky outcropping that had previously collapsed, that Philandi had found not too long ago.
It definitely doesn't contain any friend's dead body.
Doesn't contain any dead body. The cave mouth before you has been opened like a cracked jaw of rock and earth. As you get a bit closer, there's cold air spilling out. It's old, and it's stale, and it's heavy. There's no footprints around, and there doesn't seem to be any echo of life that emanates from this pit in front of you. The stale air as you near the cave entrance is thick and cold and unmoving, and it carries a taste of stone that's not been shifted in generations, and a faint metallic tang of forgotten places. It's not welcoming, it's not hostile, it's just old. You can see that there's roots that twist down into the cabin from above, like fingers reaching into a passageway. The cave can be accessed through where it's caved in and collapsed, and the first chamber seems quite shallow. And standing around the edge are the families that you've escorted, fleeing from the farmstead. Over to you guys.
Okay, now, I don't think we should all just pile in. I think it's too dangerous. But I think that we could probably hide here at the cave mouth, and look around. It's unlikely they're going to see us, unless they ride practically on top of us.
Maybe Kremlev, you could give it a little look-see. You seem to be pretty good with your sneaking and your scurrying.
I know how to sneak around, but then...
Well, just to see if there's something in there. What if there's a bear at the back or something?
I'll go have a look, okay?
Okay.
I'm coming back. If there's anything in there, though, and we're going to get the fuck out if there is.
Perhaps we
in I go.
Okay, just jump in.
I'm just going to sneak on in.
Okay. You carefully navigate your way around the rocks and the collapsed boulders, and the earth's the soil shifts beneath your feet as it's recently been disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're slowly making your way down. And again, that cool cave air kind of washes over you. It's kind of refreshing, but at the same time brings with it that staleness. You start making your way a bit further down, and it's not long until the light doesn't penetrate much further. Kind of, you move a bit further, you get to the bottom of where the collapse is and where the boulders. It's quite easy going, actually getting down to the cavern floor. And then you stop at the bottom. Listen. You can hear the sound of dripping water and even running water somewhere in the distance. But as far as you can see, it just goes into the inky blackness beyond your vision in this, what looks like, a fairly large cavern that's opened up underneath this outcropping.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll head back and get the others, relay that information.
So
to them.
you could potentially call up. So if you move to where the collapse is, if you move to the bottom of that space, you can look up and you can see everyone looking over and down at you.
Well, I don't want to yell because we are being hunted, but I will
Loudly whisper. Okay. You whisper loudly. What do you whisper?
There's water flowing in the cave up ahead, but it's really dark. If we're going to go in, we're going to have to commit to it.
Did anyone get that?
Hello?
Joran goes, he said that there's a cave down there and he can hear running water. But if we want to go further, we have to commit because it's very dark.
Oh, okay.
Should we perhaps send the...
Maybe we could just move to the bottom of the collapse there and we could stay there.
I think that's the best idea. Going in too deep might be dangerous.
Should we perhaps get the civilians in and then we can sort the rest out ourselves?
You're saying civilians like we're not civilians. We're civilians.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
We should probably cover the outside of it. You know how we always cover up the wagons?
Exactly, we can help with that.
Yeah. We'll start getting some branches together.
It's quite a big collapse.
Oh, shit.
You
So we
walk around with this branch and there's this massive hole in the ground.
I find giant hands on Phaedra's shoulders again. You need to relax.
Okay.
Take a few deep breaths.
We just need to cover some tracks. That'll do.
You stand close to me and I'll protect you, okay?
Where the collapse happened, it's like the actual entrance is probably, I don't know, 20 feet, 30 feet round.
Ah, okay.
It's all fallen in on itself. Yep, there's still bits of dirt, filtering down from the sides and the like.
Actually, that might be a benefit to us. They wouldn't think anyone's crazy enough to come down here with a quake.
That does not make me feel better there. Really doesn't, Beyond. All right, kids, we're going to play a game. Everyone's going to hold each other's hands, and we're not going to let go of anyone, are we? No, we're not! They all scream.
Please get a presence roll, please.
Oh,
as
great.
you try and convince
Mm.
that it's going to be a fun and enjoyable
That's a 10.
game.
A 23 with fear.
All right. Yes. So, you successfully managed to convince a lot of them that it's going to be a game and it's going to be a bit of an adventure. Like, you give them the perspective that it's like one of the Marquee Tales and this is how they begin and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they warm to you and you managed to actually start convincing them to start clambering down into the cavern. And as everyone starts making their way down, mostly the kids, I will get you to make an agility roll, please, Phaedra.
Me? But I've got a tail. I'm tactile.
As the earth shifts beneath your feet, just at the edge of where this collapses.
Is this a reaction so you don't get a fear?
Sure.
Yeah. Rolling without consequence.
Unless you fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. That is, which one was it? Agility again?
Yes.
That is a 18 with hope. 18 with hope.
Except there's no hope.
18 straight.
You feel the ground shift beneath your feet, but you manage to balance yourself before slipping and falling for any further. Okay, so the kids and the families and the parents start to make their way down just into the entrance of the cave. What is everyone else doing?
I'm waiting for all of them to get down there before I go any further.
Okay.
I shall scuttle in a little and try and take a proper chance to take bearings of the immediate surroundings from the opening.
Okay.
And try and figure out what we're going to do and where we're going to keep people and where we're going to leave stuff. And
Just inside the cave?
just the mouth of the cave where we are now.
Into the cavern or
Just at the mouth where it's still
okay.
lit and you can still kind of see a little easier. Like take note of everything and figure some stuff out and do some mulling. Figure it out.
Do some figuring out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Philandy.
As I mentioned before, sort of standing at the cave mouth, waiting to see, like, I believe that this is the safest spot. They're not going to find us unless they're literally right on top of us. We'll hear the horses before we...
While he's waiting, I'm going to go and cut a tree branch, a particularly leafy tree branch, and use it to try and erase some tracks.
Okay. Yep, sure.
I'll help Bjorn try and cover up some of our tracks
Okay.
with my
Who's doing the
meager
covering
knowledge.
and who's doing the
Yeah.
aiding?
I will do the covering.
Okay.
I will do the aiding.
Okay, so it's a hope,
Then hope.
and you get an advantage on that roll.
Terrific. I will apply my Stormborn Warrior experience because I'm well aware of guerrilla tactics.
Okay. It costs a hope.
Hey,
Holy heck.
that knowledge, I guess. No change. 22 with hope.
22. You do a precise job of covering the tracks near the entrance and the surrounding area. Essentially, all of the civilians, as they're being referred to, have made their way down into the cavern now. And yourself, Bjorn, and Kai, you've made a very good job of covering the tracks and the surrounding area.
High five, team. As I'm standing next to Bjorn and I've seen what's such a good, fabulous job that we've done, I go up to him and hold my hand up being like, high five. And I'm looking at him expectantly going, high five.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm not sure if I can figure out what that context is. I don't know what that is, but...
And I mime it for him being like, you slapped my hand. You slapped my hand.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you.
Do we have
Wow.
do we have Ardana in this group, or did she just go off on her own?
She has been part of the group, yes.
Yay!
She has been tagged.
She lives.
Thalandi, can you please give me presence trait roll, please?
13 with hope.
13 with hope.
No fear for you.
What are you guys doing next?
Can I find Ardana?
You can. She's down in the base of on the cabin floor.
Yeah.
So you can clamber down.
Yeah, clamber down, go over to her, check if the kids are doing all right, and then I want to ask her about the reaction that she had, because it seemed like she had quite a big reaction, more so than everybody else, to Old Mercy showing up when they did.
I imagine it probably should be part of the group that I'm like trying to like calm and tell a story, and probably deep into like, no, I'm pretty sure these are part of the Ordland caves, and he was a pretty famous smuggler. This might actually go all the way to, and I'll start just rattling off different cities and start talking about this smuggling
Yeah,
network.
so you managed to peel it.
Oh, Bergberg.
You managed to kind of have a quiet word with Ardana.
Yeah, because I don't want to have this in front of the conversation in front of the children.
While the children are otherwise occupied. She glances around to make sure no one else can overhear, and she says quietly, I know them.
You know them.
I know them. They're not mercenaries.
They're not mercenaries?
They're the Dosmoyran army. They're the ones that attacked Burn. They're part of the ones that attacked Burn.
How do you know this?
Because I was there.
You were in Pern?
Yes.
What happened?
They attacked. They sacked the city.
Oh.
She looks around again, glances around, noticing that no one can overhear. And she says, they just were slaughtering everyone. Women, children. It was horror. It was horror. I've never seen or heard anything like it. My husband told us to run.
Who is your husband?
He was working as one of the town guard at Pern when the attack happened.
Do you
The
know?
Thulian ways were different, but... And she looks around again, just making sure no one can overhear. The Thulian ways are different, but it was a good life.
Well, yes, I understand that they're different, but Dosmorians don't usually attack for no reason, don't they?
Well, this... I don't know, and I don't know what happened to him. All I know is the last I saw of him was the same banner riding toward him, and then there was smoke and he was gone.
Sure, we'll find him again.
I don't know. I don't think so. And she starts weeping into her hands. Get some looks from the people around.
I'm definitely animating my tail more, trying to clock.
Some people rally and give her a hug, and some of the people that she knows. I'm going to spend a fear.
God damn it.
So you two standing up the top.
We're standing up the top of the cave. Bjorn, you'd see me lean down to the ground, and I'm drawing like a symbol on the ground that resembles the scars and the ritual scarring I've got on my, not the horrible scar, but the ritual scarring I've got on my shoulders. And as I'm whispering something, and the only word that you understand is Revelstoke. And when I stand up, there's an elaborate pattern, maybe about the size of maybe 3 hands across. It's an elaborate pattern that's kind of a bit runic and a bit...
In that moment, as you're momentarily distracted, 2 riders burst from cover out of the trees and charge at you both.
Bad, sure.
They must have been moving very carefully to cover their sound. These 2 warriors come crashing from the forest in the opposite direction from which you came and run straight into you at what has been a spurred gallop from the slow approach that they must have made. So the first one, with the spear lowered, gallops towards you. Bjorn, what is your evasion?
10.
And as you turn to look from this peculiar pattern that the laddie has inscribed in the dirt, this spear catches you across the shoulder, and you take 6 points of damage as it cuts across the top of your shoulder.
I'll hunch my shoulders down so that the spear blade just scrapes across the back of my armor.
Your armor takes the brunt of the force of the spear, and over to you guys.
So only one of them's charged within range?
Well, they're both moving in to attack, but this one in particular came forward, but giving you enough time to respond.
So what's the range between me and the other rider?
Very close.
Very close?
No, sorry, close.
Being in the fact I'm in melee already, I'll unlimber my Dane axe from my back. Sorry, horse. Into the horse's legs.
Give me an attack roll.
Nah, shit. 8.
With
fear.
Okay. So, in turning just to catch the spear strike on your armor, you kind of lose your footing a little bit. You bring your axe, and taking the axe off your back to bring it round in time to catch the horse. It powers past you, and you don't manage to strike. But the other horse follows quickly behind and charges at you, the lad. What is your evasion?
11.
With precision, lowers the spear and strikes you true for 9 points of damage.
Okay, so in a similar motion to Bjorn's, I lean my shoulder into it, and the spearhead kind of catches me in the shoulder and rakes across my chest. But you notice, Bjorn in particular, and the rider would as well, that I'm not hurt.
Not at all.
And the pattern on the floor kind of pulses and it fades. I spent an armor.
I know. So what's your threshold?
10.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Yes, so over to you guys. As the second rider has charged
I
into
imagine that
combat.
rider's kind of ridden past me a little bit.
Yes.
Are the 2 riders close together?
They are quite close. Everyone else can see this happen. You see this flurry of movement and the clash. The sound of spear and armor and the charge of the horses from the forest.
As the spear kind of clinks off and the rider rides by, I reach out with my big hands and I kind of grab at the horse and kind of get a bit of saddle. And when I do, I get a bit of purchase and I haul myself up as hard as I can. And I literally grab both the rider and I'm going to try to drag them down off the horses. Because I can spend a stress to target 2 creatures instead of 1.
Badass.
And I take the stress. And sorry, motherfuckers, but I'm going to hit you both. And I hit them for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with fear.
You managed to hit both of them, yes.
Okay. So the first takes 10 points of damage. And the second takes 8 points of damage. And then I'm going to spend another stress to throw one of them from the side.
Not before I have my turn.
I was just going to
This
say...
is all part of the same action. I targeted 2 people by spending a stress.
Yeah.
And when I hit the target, I can spend a stress to throw them. Oh, sorry, spend a hope to throw them within close range.
Okay.
So I'm going to literally jump up, grab them both, and my hands just sink into the shoulders. And the first one, I just wrench at his shoulder, don't really do too much. But the second one, I pull him from the saddle, throw him on the ground in front of Bjorn.
Okay. He unceremoniously crashes into the earth at your feet. I'll spend a fear.
Do we hear any of this down in the
Yeah,
cave?
absolutely. You see all this unfolding at the cave mouth, and the family start to panic and push into the darkness of the cave.
Yeah, we're
But-
going to try and guide them into the back of the cave.
So
best
as
we
you
can.
as you're doing that, the rider that ran past you the first time, Bjorn, he wheels and charges again, striking true, and you take 8 points of damage as he comes back at you again with a spear. And I'll spend a fear. The rider that got reefed off the back is well drilled in combat or experienced in combat to the point of he's not rattled by what has occurred despite the shock of what just happened, and quickly gets to his feet. His spear, as you pulled him off, he's lost grip of his spear, jumps to his feet and draws his short sword and lunges in with an attack. 20. 20! Oh, take 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
So, yeah, with skill, he actually rolls backwards to his feet, stands up, ready. Notices he all in one movement. Notices his spear's no longer with him. One smooth moment, draws his short sword and steps forward and cuts the inside or the outside of your thigh. Over to you guys.
And we're seeing this from down in the mouth of the cave.
Can't see it in clearly, but you can see
Yeah.
that there's been an attack. And
Yeah.
you can see there's movement and arms and legs and horses.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna turn to Phaedra. Keep everybody down here. I'm just gonna go up there.
Don't you fucking dare! No, you're not going up there. You're not. You're staying with me. I'm going to grab her and make sure she doesn't move. You're not going anywhere. Not again.
Pull my arm free and I grab her by the bicep and I say, everything will be okay. And I run up to try and see if I can see my new comrades
Yes.
and see the boys.
So you can do a move which takes you up the rocky collapse, and you get to a point where your head is above where the
Head and shoulders are above, I
where the
see.
floor is or where the ground level is, and you can see this melee unfolding in front of you. So you've still got an action that you can.
Is anybody close within melee range
So you'd
with
be
me,
within
or?
close range within Thalandi, who's just been struck by one of these soldiers with a short sword.
Yeah.
Bjorn and the other rider at medium range.
Okay. So I would have to come out of the cave
To
help them.
depends what range you're trying to help them with. At.
I was hoping to be within melee range, but I don't know if I want to get that close.
Yeah, so it's with you guys, right? So
You know what? Fuck it. These guys I've attached myself to them, and I'm gonna come out of the cave and get near Thalandi so that I'm in melee range, the one that was attacking him, and try to do power push.
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us all about power push and how it
So
works.
I'm going to make a spell cast roll against the enemy within melee range, and a success, then knock back to far range and take 1d10 plus 2 magic damage
Whoa. Okay.
using my proficiency.
Holy shit.
All right. Yeah, make your spellcast roll, please.
Back the fuck up.
So
Above table, how do I make a spell cast roll again?
so it's whatever you're casting. So it's
So
instinct.
you
Instinct.
2d12
2d12
instinct.
plus
on
instinct.
instinct, yeah.
Okay.
So just to get positions right. So you've come up outside of the cave mouth, and you are on the opposite side of the landy, so that the soldier's in between you, but you can angle your force push like
Yeah.
past where the landy is. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, little fly. 19 with fear.
So please give
so
us a description of what it looks like.
I palm a tarot card and I lean around Thalandi and I flick the card at the warrior, and when it hits him, you see almost that sound wave breath as he's like flung backwards, and I'm hoping to sort of angle it and throw him in a way that it gets him far enough away that it's towards Bjorn as well.
Okay.
So that he's got both people near him,
Nearby.
so he can
So
whack them both.
how far does it throw? Too far?
Too far. So I'm assuming I can sort of control how far I want him to go.
Okay. And what is the
And I need a D10.
damage?
I need a D10. Where's this D10? No, that's a D12.
So I imagine I'm setting up like a technique, and I'm just about to like get a wrist grab, and then whoa, flies in the other direction.
Coat hanger. Put your horns in the way.
Yeah.
Catch him in the eye socket.
Ball sacks. Sorry.
He takes ball sacks.
He takes 3 points of damage.
3 points of ball sack damage. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I nail him right in the nuts.
And his dick just flies off.
Yeah. He loses a testicle. No. Yeah, so he takes 3 points of damage.
You collect him with your magical force. Now,
And I'm standing there doing like a double take home. I was just looking behind me, looking forward, like now look at you and like, what?
I'll tell you later. Deal with these guys first.
I'll tell you later. So it's still with you guys as this soldier
can I go?
just blasted through the
I
air.
rolled with fear. I thought that goes back
Did
to
you roll fear?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. You see this form just come kind of animate. Blasted back.
I'm just thinking to myself, Talandi's obviously charged the poor fucker.
Yeah. I mean, you're very much concentrating on this rider that's just rode past you, who is now turned once more in this short space. So he's not getting a full charge, of course, but he's managing to move past you, and he comes again.
Yep.
And charges you once more with his spear. But this time, you're prepared. I managed to turn the point of the spear away a little bit of your Danax as he gallops past. Or it's more of a trot.
Okay.
He hasn't got room to gallop at this point. But this other, give him a stress, this other Dosmoyran soldier crashes into the dirt not far from you as well, and kind of up against a tree. Still breathing and conscious, but takes a moment to try and get to his feet from the shock.
Gramliff, get out there. Go do something. Do it now.
Give me a foot up quickly.
Go get Kaya back for me. Now.
I scurry up.
So the team cheerleader.
Get out of here. Go on. Smack him on the butt.
Somebody did rub your ass.
I'll shoulder my bow, kind of check my things, and just hurry on up there. As I get up there, I'm kind of going to draw an arrow and we'll take a look around and see what's happening.
Yep. So your eye line comes above the ground level. You see Caius just standing just near where your head has come.
Dust settling around.
So what are they put leaves are coming down. They put flour on those kung fu movies where they go and it goes,
Except it's asbestos.
you see Kaya standing in a peculiar position, and you see her just make a motion which you don't actually catch what occurred. As you come up, Thalandi is looking the opposite way behind him. You catch Bjorn just getting run past, perpendicular to all that, to where Thalandi and Kaya are. Runs past, and he turns away the point of the spear just as you come up. And then past them, you can see the warrior has collapsed up against a tree and is starting to stir and come to.
Well, I'm going to see the horse run past, and I'm going to quickly hoist my arrow, aim up at that rider, and hold for a sec. Let fly. I'm just going to fire away. I got an 8 with fair.
Jesus Christ.
Stop. Because of the angle of the shot and how quickly you've had to draw and take it, and the fact that this horse is moving at quite a speed and turning at the same time. Yeah, your arrow goes
On the
wide.
shoot. Goes wide.
Yeah, it goes
Shit.
wide.
Flings over and lands where he was 2 seconds ago.
Just breathe, relax.
The soldier up against the tree shakes his head, steps to his feet, takes a quick stock of the scene, draws his No, you already had his sword out.
I imagine he would have dropped it. I imagine he would have
You can
dropped it when
imagine
I
what
hit
you
him.
Like. I'll tell you what the fuck happened.
He dropped it.
He dropped his sword, okay?
So he props himself up, takes stock, sees you standing there threateningly, even though you've just deflected the charge from the other one. He does a roll forward and picks up the spear that was dropped earlier when he got yanked off the horse and lunges at you beyond. Knowing that there's all this motion happening next to you in the confusion of the combat, you don't see it coming, but you take 4 points of damage. As it... Fucker.
He bypasses my armor and slashes me across the outside of my thigh. I'll just grunt at him and glare at him.
Fucker.
Over to you guys.
Boom, boom, boom,
That's
boom.
me then. Before he comes charging in, I want this one.
Okay.
I'm just going to get him with a Dane axe right overhand chop, trying to hit him on the shoulder.
Take one of his arms off.
Yep.
Roll with hope.
16 with fear.
I said with hope, dude.
Wrong one.
We
Yes.
were doing so well with the fear bat.
The strike. Yeah, you managed to strike down. The blade of your axe whistles through the air.
That one doing 10 points of damage.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Sure.
He's dead.
How is yours?
Got it.
My axe just descends from on high, gets him right in the shoulder, right in the collarbone where I intended, cuts down, his entire arm just comes away. Spurting blood everywhere.
Guys of blood.
I gag a little.
Yes.
Not used to seeing that much gore.
It just, his body just empties. It's good. And it collapses to the ground.
And that was with fear, yeah.
Yes, the rider, seeing his comrade just get eviscerated, changes his angle with horse, turns it slightly, comes running at Philandy, strikes true with his spear, doing 4 points.
Again, doesn't seem that the sword catches any purchase.
Yeah.
But as he rides by, he kind of has a swing at me and clips me, but at the same time, I'm going to reach up and I'm going to punch him as hard as I can, like his liver.
You pissing blood for a week.
It's with fear, but it's like a 31.
You miss. No.
That's 19.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. That's fine.
He takes 12 points of damage, and I'm going to turn it into a combo strike. So I'm going to mark a stress. No, I won't. And then as I land that shot in his liver, I'm going to see him crumple, and I'm going to reach up with my left hand and clip him on the side of the ears. Bam! On top of his head.
As the horse rides past.
Takes another 7 damage on top of that.
So as he crumples to his side and you collect him with the other hit, you've seen it many times before. See his eyes roll back into his head slightly, but he manages to hang on to consciousness and the reins of his horse, and then smacks the horse and spurs it and gallops off into the forest at full speed.
Does he go past me?
No, you're
Behind him?
behind.
I would like to.
That hurt, though, right?
He rang his bell, don't worry.
I'd like to draw one more arrow.
Okay.
While I've got the chance, I'm going to mark a stress to mark the horse for death.
What did the horse do?
You killed the donkey.
me!
What do we have against quadrupeds?
And I'm going to fling an arrow at him with a 10 with fear.
Your arrow lodges into a tree just near the flanks of the horse.
And you're...
Yes.
Can
In
I...
front of the boys,
You
too.
can't because
Embarrassing.
it was with fear.
Shit.
He doubles down, boots his heels into the horse, and does that double and paces off, galloping into the forest.
He wouldn't have moved to very far, would he?
No.
Beyond very far?
Without an agility check.
No. So it depends. This is weird, right? Because he's moving through multiple people's ranges. So from who's for you? So you went from melee to far. I think you can do that for free, can't you?
If you want to move more than 2 zones.
On a horse.
If you want to do far range, it's a
roll.
Doesn't a horse give them...
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. the
For a
rules, but-
person, preferably
Yeah,
tasty.
I'm going to say...
Did he have to pass by me, by the way, actually?
No, because he changed, so he wouldn't have to ride past you. Okay, so this is something we need to check. However, I'm going to make a ruling that the horse doesn't have to make an agility check. It moves out of range. Yep.
Okay.
Would you classify him as being in very far range? Or
No.
or beyond very far
He's-
range?
Out of range.
He is gone.
Shit. The thing that strikes you all after the flurry and the adrenaline is no mercenary. There's no red paint. He was wearing Dosmoyran garb with the white swallow on the black tab. He was drilled. The horse was a war horse, albeit malnourished.
Is everyone okay?
Good enough.
I missed that guy at the end. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, don't worry.
This is not good.
There's a small panic breaking out in the cavern.
No, I've been telling them, you guys haven't heard of Bjorn Eriksson? He's like the king of the Norsemen, renowned for his fighting ability. He is better than 12 men I've heard. And then you got Thalandi up there. He spears people on his head. You don't get more badass than that. Just, bigging up everyone. And then there's Kremlev. He moves as silent as a shadow. You never see him coming. He can hit a mark at like 100 paces. Not today, apparently, but forget about that.
On a good day, I can.
They don't know that.
So as you...
And I'll use whatever I can
Yes.
do a thing.
Please, do a thing. Do a presence thing.
Or I can do a presence thing. Do I have a special thing? I've got a rousing speech, but that's more for people to... all allies within
they are
far
people.
range clear 2 stress.
They are allies.
All right, I'm going to
And they
say
are stressed.
this is a rousing speech then. To
Amazing.
calm everyone down.
Okay.
And I'm just, tales of these 3. No tales for you. We'll get to that.
Oh, harsh.
Vader
Right
is not
out.
happy.
So there are 2, but she'll be all right. They're up there. So what is the... how does it work?
It's my subclass. It just says rousing speech. So once per long rest, you can give a heartfelt, inspiring speech. All allies within far range clear 2 stresses. So
Are we within 4?
I'm sure you are.
We should. You would have to be able to hear it, though.
Yeah,
I would
no.
assume.
It's echoing. I'm not quiet.
This is true. You were not quiet.
Yeah, so you recount some brave tales, somewhat fabricated to a degree. Or maybe not so much.
I have some, because, I saw them fight when they
for sure.
rescued me.
Yeah.
So I'm taking some inspiration from that.
Artistic.
He's a fearsome sailor. He's killed so many pirates, all this
You
other stuff.
instill a great deal of confidence in all of these people. They kind of rally around you, even you're pulled into the dark towards the back of the cabin. And you can see the movement, even though the movement kind of gets further away when the combat's happening. And you can still hear the sounds and hear this strange which you may or may not have heard before. And the yelling and the like that comes with it, and then the sound of a horse just charging off. And you tell the stories of these heroes, and they start to rally around you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be fine. They're looking after us." And Joran's like, "Yes, kids, we finally found some people that can protect us and look after us while we find a home," and these kind of things.
They got away.
We need to run.
I suppose we all gather up at the top of the cave
Yeah,
mouth.
you're all kind of.
If I see them all gathering at the top, I'm going to gesture, and there's just like a silhouette, and you guys are all standing there, and you just sort of see the silhouette of you.
Superhero
Awesome.
movie.
And I'm like, look at our heroes, look at them, not even a scratch, look at that, they're just,
Yeah, there's the afternoon light and the dust from the sand.
Yep.
Like just.
My hair's blowing in the wind. Cherry blossom leaves come past.
The falling autumn leaves in the background.
Yeah. No, but I turn to the boys and say, that was not good. What are we going to do?
No.
You got to go. Look, I reckon the cave goes deeper in.
We need to either flee or run back into the cave.
I'm going to mount the other horse.
Gross.
Freaky.
You can't mount a horse.
I grab that horse by the reins and leap on its saddle and ride off towards the other rider.
Oh, for fuck.
The horse is still meandering around because, it's well trained and has a bolt.
So I'm going to grab by the reins, saddle it up. And
Well,
Okay.
before he starts to do that, I'll warn him. If that's a trained war horse, it could kick you. Watch out.
fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Right, let's ride! Ride! Durango!
You climb onto the horse. It's obviously not used to your weight, so it kind of bucks a bit and struggles.
Presents?
Yeah, probably presents, I would have thought.
or instinct? Up to you.
Or finesse. That's control.
As I see him jumping over and running over to the horse, I follow him, and I palm another tarot card, and I grab him by the forearm and lay the card on his forearm and use my Omen ability, Shared Vision, which gives you advantage on your next roll. And you can feel the heat from the card seeping into your forearm, and it leaves a little outline on your forearm, which will eventually fade, but it almost looks like a burn.
So I rolled with fear.
All right.
I rolled a 1923.
Okay. You managed to get on the horse and get it under control. And this strange magical feeling that washes over you, giving you that extra foresight as to understanding the nature of the horse and why it's pulling, where it's pulling. But through the sheer stress of trying to control this animal, I'll get you to take a stress. But yes, you've managed to get onto the horse.
It's raid! Raid!
Okay, and you start charging in through the forest.
What are you doing? Surrounding. Ugh.
What's everyone else doing as Kalandi tears off into the forest?
Just looking after him, going,
This
"What
again.
the
At least I'm not being roped in.
How does I can chase him?
I'm
I
probably
don't
going to
know.
duck down back into the cave and try and start scoping it out and heading deeper in because we need to GTFO.
Okay. Yeah, you start your making way. Have you got any source of light?
I have a torch. I'm going to find something to spark it on, light it up,
Okay.
and peer deeper in.
Okay. You shine your torch into the cave. It's not far, actually. It's surprising how short the cave extends once you shine a light into it. You can see
Above table. I set an hour's timer, right, for my
Perfect.
torch? Sweet.
you can see light glistening off the surface of the rocks and the moisture that's coming through from the earth above and the glistening quartz that's within the rock. So that cavern ends quite quickly, but there's a natural formation that peels off further into the inky blackness beyond.
Well, I'll begin to follow it, but I'll let the
Push the torch forward and the flames flickering and the light dancing across the ceiling. This natural cavern peels off into the darkness. It's quite narrow. It's all jutting and sharp, and there's stalagmites and stalactites, but you think that you'd probably be able to navigate your way through. Beyond.
I am going to go over the corpse of this soldier, see if there's anything of use or any information or anything on him.
Okay. Yep, you go over the corpse. Both the steel of the sword and the tip of the spear are well made. Obviously, the tabard that he was wearing, the chain that he was wearing as well, is also in good repair. It's probably not as good as you've seen in quite some time. Beyond that, he hasn't got anything else. Pulling the chain back and rolling him over, he has got a tattoo on one of his arms or a branding mark. And you know that is a mark of a Dosmoyran soldier from one of the battalions.
Right. So it wouldn't traditionally be one of these guys in this mercenary troop, right?
Well, as I mentioned before, you get the sense that these don't seem like mercenaries.
No, that's what I'm saying. So these guys mightn't necessarily be associated with the troop that rode into the farmstead.
The ones with the red paint?
Yeah.
Possibly not.
Okay.
There's something here there's something missing here, which you yet to put together.
My instinct's not good enough to quite put these things together, so...
He's like, walk off.
Shiny helmet.
The rune that Tholandi drew on the outside of the cave
That's gone, hasn't it?
would have faded?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was going to see if I knew what it was, given I am
Sean's doing eyebrows.
given I'm very, good with arcane stuff. So
Nope.
never mind then. So going to go over to Bjorn.
I think the thing he was making was that these don't look like hired mercenaries. They look like a professional army.
Okay.
Whereas we thought that they were just like
mercenaries.
a mercenary group. That,
Yeah.
some randos that have been paid. But actually, this is like a trained army regiment.
Yeah.
Like they're here not just to like sack. They're here for
A purpose.
Yeah, I think, that was the vibe I was getting.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to Bjorn and say, this doesn't feel like a mercenary attack.
These two, no.
It feels more organized than that. Do you think
These are trained warriors, these two.
Yeah. Do you think they're looking for something, someone?
That I don't know.
Yeah, how did they find us? I thought we'd done pretty good with covering our tracks.
Well,
They did come from the opposite direction.
I just kind of gesture at the civilians and go, not that hard to follow, really.
Phaedra was making a lot of noise.
Burn.
Wow. Hey, I'm allowed to talk shit about my sister, but nobody else is.
But yeah, there's something else going on here. I don't know what.
What are you doing?
I'm probably still bigging everyone up, and as
Beating everyone up?
bigging them up. Not beating them up, bigging them up.
Sorry.
I'm probably still like creating the hype around them, and like as Kremlev came down to go towards, probably everyone was just sort of like putting their hand on him, and there was a bit of an awe around it. He probably felt very uncomfortable at that.
Not for me, no.
And then just sort of guiding everyone sort of further deeper into the cage, making sure everyone's got lights, just sort of managing that, shooting some very dirty looks towards Kaya at the top of the...
Okay.
Even
I don't know what happened, but I can't wait to find out what it was. That's cool. Yeah, so you continue providing that comfort. The cot that they brought with them and the equipment that they were able to carry,
Not
the baby cot.
Not a baby cot.
And the equipment that they were able to bring with them, they stack it in the corner of the cabin. And they managed to find something they can make some torches out of. So there's now two torches that are alight, providing plenty of illumination now, so you can see quite well as Kremlev pushes a little bit further into the passage. That's where we're going to call the episode, people.
Oh, you can't leave it there.
We can do one more.
I don't make the rules, no matter how hard I try. I will always lose. I'm a visitor. Tomorrow I'll be gone. So don't try to hold me down. Tie me to this world.
It is important to note that the game uses the Daggerheart tabletop role-playing system, published by Darrington Press and Critical Role LLC. We play under the Darrington Press Community Gaming License. This is an unofficial fan production, not affiliated or endorsed by Darrington Press or Critical Role.
Got 'em all.